In case you weren't aware, Democrats are actually working on legislation that would basically solidify into law the fact that the Vice President of the United States does not have the authority to overturn election results when they oversee the certification of the Electoral College votes. Now, this is a role that the Vice President, according to Donald Trump, totally has. They absolutely can overturn these results. And while he may be right, he also may not be right. Because unfortunately, this part is not actually codified anywhere in the process. So it's not clear whether or not the vice president has that authority. So Democrats are trying to make it clear, right? Vice president cannot steal the election for their guy or gal. And of course, Republicans want to support the legislation, and they're doing it in the dumbest way possible by trying to claim that if we don't pass this legislation, then current Vice President Kamala Harris is clearly going to steal the 2024 election for Joe Biden. Marco Rubio was one of the first and dumbest to come out and say this: "If President Trump runs for re-election, I believe he would defeat Joe Biden, and I don't want Kamala Harris to have the power as vice president to overturn that election." First of all, what makes you think that Trump would definitely beat Joe Biden? He didn't last time. And actually, current polls show that even if the election were held now, Biden still beats Trump by, depending on the poll, between 5 and 9 points. So, okay. But sure, you want to support the legislation, but you can't come out and say that. So you have to be like, hey, listen, the Democrats are already shifty enough as it is. They're going to try to steal it. So let's not let that happen. Then, former Vice President Mike Pence came out and said this: "Under the Constitution, I had no right to change the outcome of our election, and Kamala Harris will have no right to overturn the election when we beat them in 2024. What is it about Vice President Kamala Harris that drives these Republicans so crazy? I can't quite put my finger on it. Because, it could be that she's not white. It could be that she is a she, right? She's a woman. And I know that terrifies people like Mike Pence. We know that. So, one of the two, maybe. Like, why are you trying to blame it on her? What have these Democrats done to you that makes you so afraid that they're going to steal the next election? Furthermore, when have the Democrats, God love them, shown enough competence to be able to steal an election? Again, no offense. As I've repeatedly said, I'm a registered Democrat. I vote Democrat. But yeah, like, they're still kind of bad. If there were better viable options on the ballot, I would absolutely consider it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a blue no matter who type of guy. But most of our elections, unfortunately, do come down to the lesser of two evils. And that lesser of two evils, 99.9% of the time, is the Democratic candidate. But again, they can't even get their own party in line to support their own party's agenda. So what the hell makes you think that they are competent enough to steal an election? Just like with Trump's people. Oh, they tried. They tried and tried and tried multiple different avenues to steal the 2020 election, but they were so incompetent they weren't able to do it. And I guess that's a testament to how little faith I have in either political party. I don't think either one is competent enough or smart enough as a whole to steal an election. But again, it's super funny to watch these Republicans try to dance in circles being like, we support this legislation, but we have to support it because the Democrats are totally going to do what we tried to do in 2020. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.